Okay, image 1. I'm going to use the Oracle of Clarity to start out with. It's my favorite. I made it. Probably why I work pretty well with it. You'll see. You can really use it for anything. So, just going to really, you're going to stick the whole time. I'm telling you something about today. Maybe you're having one of those days too. Alright, let's go. Thank you. Happens all the time. Readers get funky days and we're picking up on other people's energy. That's what this is really good for. So let's do it for you. People who picked this nice dozing couple here. Got some sides hanging out. Okay, what's going on for you guys who picked this picture? Okay, that's 6. 6 is the recommended number. I also try not to do this too often. Okay, yes, we're gonna bark about it. What do you want to bark about? We're just gonna be rowdy. Oh wow, I see how rowdy you are. All right, set that aside. Arf. What is it? Okay, settle. Alright, so it's, oh, look, earned reward heading your way. That's nice. Ooh. Divine justice. Blank. There's a reason for them, so that we don't have to throw in things that don't have much relevance. Demerit penalty for someone you don't know. A will is in flux, and money coming to someone you don't know. So, demerit penalty, it says someone you don't know, but it's a person whose name and face you don't know, but you're connected to them through a person, place, or thing. So, demerit penalty means that they've been acting a fool, and now they get an extra set of obstacles placed on them in life. Yay for them. Not you, though. I can go to the side. We're not. But if a friend of yours, or rather a friend of yours calls and is like, my buddy just got, you know, his license suspended for his 3rd DUI. Okay, well, demerit penalty, that's that kind of stuff. Like, you get a license suspended, that's what I mean, but this is like spiritual. Okay, spirit's putting an extra limit or obstacle on them. Okay, anyway, earned reward heading your way, which means you have been good, you have been doing good things, and you have earned a reward, and it is on its way to you. Like, it's manifesting. It's on its way. It's done in the aether. You've been awarded this thing in the aether, and now it's going to manifest. And this is a good thing. This is not monkey paw, none of that. So, a will is in flux. Means exactly what it says. Somebody is working on their will, changing their will, or hiding a will. This happens sometimes when families hide wills, right? Let's say somebody had an official will, they changed it later, it wasn't totally notified. The family knows what their actual wishes would be, but it's not their wishes, so suddenly we don't know where the other one is. Poof, whatever. So it could be a will being hidden, but this basically indicates that a will is not settled. People could be fighting over it. Someone could be redrafting their will. It's not settled. It's being worked on or hidden or something of that nature. Money coming to someone you don't know. Same deal. Friend of a friend. Stepbrother's cousin. Something like that. They're getting money. So you might hear about it. Blank. It just means there wasn't anything else appropriate for them to throw in. I did give them the option of not throwing in cards that don't fit your situation, right? Because if I always draw 6, but not all, there's no blanks, then they have to put filler in. So this is their way to not put filler in. That's irrelevant. Divine Justice. This is the most interesting one. And perhaps this is the reason you are here. Maybe you're here at a tarot reading, card reading, because there's no tarot deck here. Anyhow, maybe you're here because you're wondering about an unfair situation, or you've got something on your mind. You're wondering, does anybody up there care? Is anybody listening? It's me, God. It's Margaret. Whatever, right? Help me, please. Screaming into the void. Anyhow, yeah, Divine Justice. They know what's up. They're aware of the situation, and they're going to bring justice to it. It's the divine is stepping in, right? This is not just like, oh, it's necessarily ancestor, spirit, guide. This is divinity, right? Like the higher source, the higher powers, the ones that also execute the divine will of the universe, right? They're going to be making sure that things are right as rain. So yeah, divine justice. Maybe in your favor, maybe not. Well, it doesn't look like it's not in your favor because these other ones don't show anything. What they don't pick tells me is almost as much or more as what they do pick. And you don't have any of the cards here to indicate. They literally are cards to indicate if you are doing things that spirit is not happy with. None of those showed up. In fact, you got earned reward heading your way. This could be human stuff though, because there is kind of a separate one for spiritual rewards, but you got a reward. Will is in flux, divine justice. So my interpretation and reading of these is that you're probably good, yourself. So yeah, if you're thinking of divine justice, or you're thinking a situation on your mind, yeah, they know. Spirit knows, divine knows. They are aware, and they're not holding court. It's all, they're like, okay, justice time. It's gonna come around. I can't tell you timing. Everybody knows. These timing things are weird because the other side doesn't do time the same way that we do here when we're on Earth. So, but yep, divine justice. Alright, so that is pile number 1. Thank you for watching. I hope it was informative or helpful or entertaining or both. Since in my state these are legally sold as entertainment services. Hope it was entertaining. Alright. Alright, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Image 2. Let's set this over here. Lovely little tree scene here. Alright. Oh, you're gonna stick there, are you? And also, it's very humid where I live and where I'm at, and it's a little uneven, but that's fine. It's rainy and humid and just out here weather. Of course, my hydrangeas love it. My real ones, not mine. These are obviously not. These are fabric hydrangeas. Okay. Well, it looks like we're already getting some feedback here for you. 6 is the number to draw. Well, those first 3 came easy. Okay, that's 6. 6 is the recommended number. I also, when, like, the people I know in person I do this for, I also have a recommended, like, maximum, like, okay, once a week I'll pull this for you. Unless you have some kind of, you know, troublesome event and you're like, I need to know, you know, whatever. Okay. I feel like I should shuffle these around even though they're what I already drew. Interesting. What's going on with you? Let's find out. Ooh, divine retribution. Well, let's see if it says. Ooh, spiritual court in session. All right. Ooh, oh, money to someone you don't know. Okay, well that's pretty chill. It's all right. Ah, merits for someone you don't know. Okay. Okay, well, let's see. These last two, see how close you are to the situation. This one, well, it's coming up for you, so. Ooh, legal issues for someone you know. And, someone you still talk to is lying to you. Okay? Liar, liar. Right? Lies. Okay? Pants on fire. Throne of lies. Lie. Lying. Lying liars. Okay? Let's see. Someone you don't know, but are connected to through a person, place, or situation. So somebody here is doing the right thing and Spirit is giving them some brownie points. It's not someone you know. Someone you know might be doing, you know, maybe something they shouldn't. Anyway, merits for someone you don't know. You're connected to them, right? Friend of a friend, enemy of a friend, whatever. They're good. They're getting brownie points. Good job, them. Legal issues for someone you know. Self-explanatory. This 100% is designed to mean legal. Tickets, court dates, that kind of thing. This isn't like, oh, it's jury duty. No, this is an issue for them. It would be a new one if it did turn out to be jury duty, but I guess if you really hate it, that could be an issue. Either way, legal issues. This is going to involve the legal system, paperwork, that kind of thing. Bureaucracy. This one is designed to basically mean that kind of thing. So, not necessarily crime, but could be. They could commit a crime. Could get a suspended license or get a ticket, or something more. It could be a court case. Could be civil suit, anything like that. But someone you know, this could be the same person, honestly. Could be different people, but so legal issues for someone you know. Money coming to someone you don't know. You don't know them, but connected, person, place, or thing. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling like these have got to be connected. I'm going to be real. Okay, the merits for someone you don't know and the money coming to someone you don't know, plus the legal issues for someone you do know. I'm kind of thinking that someone you know is going to have to give someone else going to get a payout. Someone you know ain't doing the right thing, and somebody else is getting brownie points because they doing good, and they're going to get some money for it. So someone you know very well could be having some legal issues. That means they're going to have to pay out to someone else. They might actually owe somebody. So these are very interesting relating to you. Divine retribution. See, look, I'm starting to think okay, these all could very well be related. To me, it's reading like someone you know ain't doing right. They got a legal issue, like a court case. The divine is PO'd. They're coming in for retribution, and they're going to have to pay up some money to someone else who's doing the right thing, who's doing right. But retribution, they can come in with the folding chair, right? That's how much retribution she'll get. So either it's going to be a lot of money, or there's going to be a lot of money and some other stuff. It's really reading to me like someone ain't doing right, right? Like, to me, it's starting to feel like this is the kind of situation where you got a friend or an acquaintance that you think of as a friend, and they've been feeding you some story about somebody else is a crazy one, blah, blah, blah. No, they're not. It's them. The person you're talking to is a crazy one. No offense or stigma against people who have mental health issues, like actual mental health issues, right? I got them. A lot of my friends got them. I mean that in the not diagnostic way, okay? In the urban layman's way, right? They feeding you a story. It ain't true. Liar. Spiritual court's still in session, though, so they must have committed some other offenses. And Spirit's like, really? You still playing a fool? You're still doing all that? Okay, well, court's back. Let's figure out this other stuff. So, retribution. Getting in the ring with a folding chair. A little bit of money doesn't sound appropriate. Retribution is like, I've come for you with a fire. Right? Okay? So, I'm gonna get you. Retribution. Watch the show, I guess. See what happens. Yeah, so these two, just explain that. Pretty sure I'm thinking these are all related. Now, sometimes the Oracle of Clarity can just shove in on all kinds of, like, oh, this is all unrelated, multiple people. It can do that, but, whatever. This is pick a card. You're here for info. So, yeah, here's something you got to be careful about. Because for you, this, I think, is one of the more relevant ones. Also, if this person be lying to you and they get in divine retribution, you might want to step back and make sure you don't get hit with the chair instead, with the karma bomb, right? That can happen. So someone you still talk to is lying to you. Liar, liar, pants on fire. That's what they doing. Now, what I can do is pull a significator for that. Let's see. Let's get up here a little bit. All right, get this. Get my other cards out here. Okay, and what I gotta do to pull the significator is pull out all the court cards. So excuse me while I do that really quick, because that is how I do that. That's how I get my significator. Queens. Oh, Betty. Yeah. Story about those jacks of spades. They usually mean one kind of person. If this deck throws a jack of spades, it means pretty much one thing. And I will tell you that if and when it pulls that for you, but it might not. Okay, how many kings we got? We need all the kings, all the jacks. Oops. Make sure everybody is here before everybody is not here. Uh-huh. See? Who is missing? The Queen of Diamonds. No, the Queen of Clubs. Where is she at? She is hiding. See, that's why you gotta check. Can't just assume. Now, she is actually missing out. Aha, here we go. He was hiding. Maybe that says something. Right? Okay, so we got all the court cards here. And I'm gonna shuffle everything up. Yeah, I know, I'm nuts. Whatever. I do it how I want. Anyway. I'm just one of many in a long tradition of mad weirdos doing things in a strange way. That's why I have this channel, isn't it? And that's why I'm doing this instead of working at a bank. Probably be a lot better for my wallet, but here we are nonetheless. Alright, and oh, look at that sad shuffle. Okay, let's get a significator, please, and thank you. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna twisty twist some of those because up and down has different meanings too. Okay, alright. Someone you talk to lying to you. Can we please get a significator to describe and represent the person that is lying to them they still talk to? Okay? Someone they still talk to, lying to them. Can we get a significator? Something out here. Okay. And 2. Ooh. You got 2. So that was an honest mistake, but look, honest mistakes around here, we count them. Oh, and there she is, the queen. So she was hiding in the first place. I'm gonna go ahead and say she's the sneakiest one. She probably being the sneakiest about lying. This dude, king of spades, well, you don't want him to be your enemy, but this dude is lying to you. So you got a couple. Okay, now when these cards are pulled as significators, they can show both physical and mental qualities, as well as be an either or. So I'll tell you about the qualities. Obviously, the qualities are dark hair, dark eyes, right? The King of Spades, mental and emotional qualities, is somebody who is, okay, we're talking like a sharp businessman. This is sharp businessman kind of energy. Shark. And sharp. Not afraid to do away with people in their way who are enemies or standing between them and what they want. Someone who's not afraid to be competitive. They're not afraid to climb the top of ladders, and they don't care about shoving people down to get there either. They'll do it if they have to. They are just concerned about the power, basically. This is like Pursuit. I'm in power. I have power, dude. Queen of Clubs. Now, when she is upright, okay, she represents somebody who is the hostess with the mostess. Incredible home, incredible domestic skills, happy home, happy life, you know, hosting mimosas and bunko, this kind of thing. When she's upside down and reversed, though, you know what? I'm going to double check on that. It's been a while since I had her reversed. Been a while. Okay. A troubled friend or relation, worries connected to money, property, or practical matters also stem from difficulties in a long-term relationship. This interpretation is clarified by cards found on the either side, which will offer more detail and focus on the exact cause of her distress. So, my dear, I think it's pretty obvious at this point. This king is her distress. And the fact that she's the one that was missing in the first place, I'm thinking that she's hiding things from you. That's why she's lying. When she does talk to you, she's not giving you the actual truth of the full story. This seems, and this king is her distress. She's distressed about this relationship, partnership, marriage, friendship, whatever. Could be a friend, acquaintance, sibling. But yeah. So Queen of Clubs. A woman who, or a feminine person who usually is a great hostess, mimosas and bunko kind of person. Their lying and their distress has got to do with this King of Clubs. So, I mean the King of Spades. Whoops, slip up. So, well, there you go. She's lying and stressing about this person, and they could both be lying to you since they both came up. But I'm really thinking since the queen is the one who was hiding in the first place, it's signifying that she's the one who's lying. So, all right. Well, I think that's about it. And that's it for pile 2. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was informative, helpful, or entertaining, or all of the above. Till next time. Alright, welcome pile 3 to your reading. Let's shuffle these up. We're sticking. It's one of those days. Alright. That's little jerks. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this way. I just want to make sure they're good and shuffled after the last reading. So we're going to do these smaller first. And now we will do these 2. Hope that they cooperate. There we go. Alright. Look at that. It's with me today, huh? There we go. Alright, so pile 3, Oracle of Clarity reading. Got this lovely pastoral picture. Set that over there for now. Okay. Let's do this a little bit. That don't feel right either. Alright. Now. Alright, that was pretty okay. Got that going. This one out. And we'll get this one just to get, oh, that one didn't go as well, but you know what, that's okay. Okay. Picturesque, pastoral. What is in it for them? No. That first one, alright. 2. 3. 4. 5 and 6. Yes. 6 is a recommended number. this oracle. Let's set that aside. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure this thing is running. Okay, yes, this thing is running. Alright, let's see what's going on. Ooh, a phone call for you. Intangible inheritance for someone you know. So this is like, you know, you inherit gifts from your family, spiritual gifts, or intuition, or, you know, a way with animals, or luck at making money. It's a spiritual inheritance of some kind. It's intangible. Oh, buddy. Demerits for you. So that's the opposite of brownie points. This just basically means that there is something you're doing that Spirit wants you to kind of hold up and maybe do something different. I'll pull something for you to help you with restoring the balance. A letter for you. You got all kinds of information heading your way. Oh, someone is lying on your name. That is not good. This is lies about your character, okay? Lies about stuff you've done, stuff you've said, the kind of person you are. It's personal. It's lying about you, about, like, on your name. I don't know how else to describe that. News on its way to someone you know. Dang. So look at this. You have got a phone call and a letter and news coming to someone you know. So there is a message, there is information coming your way. It's on the way. Letters being written or in the mail as we speak. Phone call, it's already going to happen, right? Is going to happen. You're going to get that phone call. It's going to be informative. These don't just mean, oh, what this is like a message, right? Someone you haven't heard from years, or someone you do talk to all the time, but calling with information. Same thing here. I don't see surprised person though, so news on its way. So there is news coming. You're going to find out, your friend or family member or someone you know is going to find out there's information heading this way. Okay. I guess I could find out what it's about, but I don't think about that so much, you know. Okay, intangible inheritance for someone you know. Again, someone you know, they've got spiritual gifts or inheritance. Demerits for you, and lying. I'll find you out something for those since, you know. Okay, let's get a significator for the person lying on their name. Please get, okay. Well, that's it. Oh, boom. Alright. I will tell you. So this card can signify mental and physical traits. The physical traits that this card signifies is a dark-haired, dark-eyed woman. A woman with dark features. And the Queen of Spades aspect represents somebody who okay, let me see how to put it. Sure, they're human, and sure, they have emotions, right? Just like anybody else. And those emotions can run deep. But when you're dealing with them, you are just basically going to come off feeling like this is the ice queen. This is the cold-hearted, ruthless. You can, like, shut off the fact that, like, a viewing other people as human kind of a thing. Like, you just shut it off when it doesn't suit you. If you don't want, if you're like, you can become ruthless, you can be ruthless, and you can become an enemy. And so that's kind of what this signifies. This is a woman. She is your enemy. I don't know if she sees herself that way, but, well, if she's lying on your name, she's made herself an enemy of you, because that ain't going to do you no good. Be lying on people's names. She's in reverse, so yeah, I don't think she's got good intentions. I don't think she's like building you up for a resume or something. I think this is like tearing you down kind of things. So that's who you got to worry about on that. Let's set that aside. Demerits for you. So what I'm going to do is draw some cards to see what spiritual lessons and other lessons you should focus on in order to correct these demerits and to work on the thing that is getting you the opposite brownie points, the not brownie points. Okay, this will work, and let's grab one more. Let's get this one over here. Gotta go into my stash. Making it, oh, okay, no, I'm just kidding. It's fine, it's all fine, everything's fine. I'm just joking, it's all good. Okay, let's get you something. Now, I'm still kind of learning with these ones, so I may end up checking the book. Depending on if it's one that I'm already more familiar with or not. So, what lessons is going to get them turned around in the area in which they are getting demerits? Okay, what's going to be good for them? How can they turn this around? What lesson should they work on? Get this turned around. Ooh. Hey, come on, buddy. Thanks. Alright, what can they do to turn this around? Oh, this is not wanting to cooperate. This really is not wanting to cooperate. Okay, we do it the old-fashioned way then, huh? Do this. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Expansion. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with this one, so I'll check the book on that. Expansion. Okay, seeking good advice is vital when you're pushing into new territory. Stay away from anyone who is critical of your dreams. This indicates possibly changing your friends. Personal inquiry. How can I create powerful alliances? Are new people entering my life? And the key ideas are wise counsel, fruitful collaboration, spiritual support, state of uncertainty, and being guided. So, trust your intuition. Get good counsel. Oh, where's the other one? And let's get this other one for you. It's also good with it. Clarity, a little bit. Clarify. Alright. It's going to be your companion card for this one to help understand more of the lessons that you need to focus on and learn in order to stop getting demerits. Oh, okay. Okay, well that happened fast. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay, so your demerits is in the area of choosing relationships more wisely. You may be giving some people more, how do I say? Don't be a jerk to people, right? That's fine. But also don't give them power over you. You might be giving the wrong people too much power over you, or how do they say? Okay, you give inch, they take a mile. You might be giving too many inches to the wrong people. Okay, that sounds wrong too. But anyhow, you might be giving too much to the wrong people, and you might be listening too much to the wrong people. It's important for you to learn to trust your intuition. If you have a gut feeling about something, like when you don't got to be a jerk to them, but if your gut is being like, I'm not really feeling that, don't do it. As in, don't take their advice as, oh, this is definitely, they're 100% right. Anybody can be wrong, for one. And for two, somebody may know the right thing for them, but not the right thing for you. That happens sometimes as well. So coupled with this, yeah, I'm gonna interpret this basically as some of the wrong people got too much space in your life. So you may want to consider what level of like inner circle, outer circle acquaintance some of the people you know are. So yeah, I mean, as long as it, obviously don't put yourself in an unsafe situation, right? I don't know what kind of people you're dealing with here, but in whatever way is safe for you, definitely consider that. So protect yourself from the people who are not working out in your best interest. Focus on taking care of yourself and trust your intuition. So, yeah, and also pay close attention to who actually understands you and has your best interest in mind. So, alright, that was your reading. Thank you for watching. I hope it was entertaining or informative or helpful or all of the above. And, yep, thank you for watching. Until next time.